Jorginho.
Said on her.
How you doing?
I'm alright, mate. You?
Yeah. Has your mum not gone mad at borrowing a vest?
You winding me up.
Mine's a standard white one.
That's hanging.
Oh yeah, yours is.
That's like old school. Like this is like the new school sort of vest. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have to go back and buy some arms to go with it?
Dickhead, what have you been up to?
Nothing. Just been enjoying the sun.
Have you?
Yeah.
Got an holiday coming up, ain't you?
I go tomorrow.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Back to Portugal.
Back to Portugal. You been before?
I have, yeah. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that later on.
Will you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay then. Well.
So yeah, just family holiday. Gonna go in a little villa with another couple.
Keys in
the ball.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't remember. It's called Swingers Summit Hotel. It's meant to be decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mum told me about it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've gone there.
I don't.
So.
Let me just get that image out of my head.
Oh.
Go on.
Right. Who's our guest? Well, I know.
You know him more.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
That's why you're asking me.
I don't know.
Yeah, looks like a good one though.
Yeah, good mate of mine. Go back. I didn't realise how young you were when we first met. But we first met in like 2009.
You don't want to say stuff like that.
Yeah. He's had a brilliant career. He's got a brother who plays football as well. So it's quite a sporty family. Runs in a family.
Did his dad play?
Don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
But
we've got these questions for him.
Yeah, our guest is James Jennings. How you doing, pal?
Yeah, not bad.
Looking well, looking nice and tanned.
Yeah.
Not sure about that t-shirt though.
No, not having it.
Look at the state of him sat there wearing that.
Yeah, your best dress today, definitely.
Had to pay more here because got sleep with it.
What have you been up to?
Yeah,
it's been good pre-season. Just got back from Portugal. Did 3 nights over there in Villamora.
Lovely.
So it was good. Good training camp.
Did you go on the strip? Did you have a night out?
We went to a strip, yeah. Albufeira.
Oh, nice.
Good way.
I think I've been there before, you know.
I've been there. I don't have good memories.
Why? What have you done now?
I went on stag do to Albufeira and I didn't realise. I've always gone to Magaluf and stuff like that. Pretty much anything goes in Magaluf. So drinking on the plane. By the time I got there in the afternoon, it was for the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
I think might have been Chelsea Man U.
Level.
Like a few years ago. For some stupid reason, I got dared to start doing naked sit-ups and press-ups outside on the strip. So,
sounds like a great idea.
This is God's honest truth, right? The FA Cup kicked off, and before the second half came on, I'd been arrested, took to jail, had to pay €1,000 to get out, get all my clothes back, and I were back for the kick-off of the second half.
Do you do that one though?
€1,000 down. I was devastated. So yeah, it's just another country I'd been arrested in.
Did everyone chip in, or did you have to pay that yourself?
I thought everyone would chip in.
Yeah.
They were like, don't worry, we'll chip in, and never saw a penny. They just took the piss.
Yeah, go on, bail yourself out, you're right. Yeah. We'll all chip in.
The worst thing was though, I had to put it, because obviously I didn't have €1,000 on me, so I'd put it on my bank card. So obviously when you get home, everyone knows.
Where's this gone?
Estadio Policia, €1,000. Like,
what have you been up
to?
So your trip weren't like that, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No arrests?
No arrests. No, it was pretty civilised, to be fair. But it was good.
Compared to a night out in Wrexham, though, it's probably a lot more civilised, isn't it?
Yeah. But there was loads of fans there, loads of Wrexham
fans.
Oh,
was there?
Yeah, so Chef United, Chef Wednesday. So
did you have a game out there?
Yeah, we played Portimonense,
right?
Top division. So they were good. They just signed Jackson Martinez.
Yeah, decent.
Yeah, so good team. Beat Benfica last year.
Did you beat them?
It was good. Got beat 1-0.
Oh, not bad.
Good
effort.
test. Yeah.
What's the team looking like this year?
Good. Yeah. Some good new additions. Hopefully push on again. Last season finished 4th.
But you was up there for a while, didn't you? It looked like you were going to run away with it at one stage.
Yeah. We were up there for majority of the season, but it was a tough season on and off the pitch. I mean, we had 3 managers in one season, which is like unheard of, for a team that's up at the top of the
And why do you think that were? Were they just so desperate to?
Yeah, I think it complements the team doing well, because you've got a manager that then leaves, goes to a bigger club. Sam
Yeah.
Ricketts.
Oh, so it was the man. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
Sam
Oh yeah,
Ricketts,
it's like
yeah,
Shrewsbury, didn't he?
He went to Shrewsbury.
That's right,
Like
yeah.
the season before, we lost Dean Keats to Walsall. So you're always going to get that, really. And then we had Graham Barrow come in as caretaker manager. He got appointed. Didn't really want the job, so then he stepped down. And then now we've got Brian Hughes. So
Right. How's the gaffer now?
he's good. Yeah, he's good. I
suppose you have to say that.
Yeah, everyone has to say that, but no, he is good. You know, he's good with the older lads. Looks after them. He's got good style of play, and training's good. So yeah, can't complain.
So what? How did you come fourth and lost in the playoffs?
Yeah, so it's a new system now, isn't it? With
Yeah,
you know,
there's
the higher
6
you
or something,
finish,
yeah.
the advantage you get of playing the home tie. So we played Eastleigh at home.
I think I watched that. You know,
Yeah.
was it like 0-0?
Yeah,
It
into extra
finished with a
time.
worldy
Yeah.
strike, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
right.
it
Yeah,
was.
their captain, weren't it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
Spank one in top
Yeah.
corner, didn't he?
yeah. I don't think he'll ever score a goal.
It was unreal. Like,
Yeah.
you've just got to hold your hands up
Yeah.
there, haven't you?
We hit the bar 3
Well, the
times.
keeper should have done, yeah. Same day.
We had 2 cleared off the line. We had a goal disallowed that shouldn't have been. It's just one of them nights. It's into extra time. Everyone's cramping up, and then if we'd won, we would have played Salford,
Yeah.
which I would have fancied our chances, but just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now look, obviously Salford are League 2.
Yeah, not a bad thing. You know, get them out. They're always going to spend a bit more money, won't they?
Yeah.
You know, try and buy the league. So get them out, and hopefully we can push on. Got a few good signings that have come in. Signed Devontae Redmond from Salford.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good player. JJ Hooper. He's got a bit of. He went on loan to Bromley last season. Scored 20 goals.
Right.
Second half of the
not bad, is
season.
it?
So that's
That
probably
is
what
good.
we need, because last season, you know, we're only winning games by like 1 goal, 2 goals.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
just
yeah.
want to finish games off, don't
You're
you?
always
That's
under
all
pressure
Salford
then,
was
aren't
doing,
you?
though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
nicking games.
They've just signed someone, haven't they? Is it some J Towel or something like that?
Signed a
Brighton.
towel.
Signed a towel, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on. Go on,
He's a good
Jeno.
player, isn't he?
He's a good
He likes
player.
to soak play up.
Hey, good lad. His banter's dry though. Right, move on. So you started. Where did you start?
Started off at Man City.
What? That was your first ever club.
Well, no, Reddish Vulcans. local
Reddish
football
Falcons.
club.
I love names like that. That's why.
Reddish Falcons.
Yeah.
Reddish
Vulcans.
Vulcans. Yeah.
Vulcans.
Yeah,
Oh, even
Vulcans,
better.
Yeah,
That's
that was
from Star Trek.
That was my local, where like probably all the good local lads from round Stockport went and played.
Yeah.
Likes of Phil Foden's come through there. Other players have gone on and done well, and Joe Makin was my manager. Great manager. He was my best friend's dad. So I played
That's
there.
why you got
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I was there for a few years, and then got picked up from City, and then I was there from 9 till 16.
They was always a good academy though, weren't they? City.
I don't know.
Yeah, they were.
they?
Yeah, complete different to how
To
it
how
is
they
now.
are now.
I mean,
Yeah.
back then it was
What league were they in then? League 1?
every single league. Went
Was
all
it?
the way down to Division 2.
What, while you were
yeah,
there?
while I was there, yeah. Yeah, and I was ball boy for a couple of years there, Main Road.
They
Oh,
were one
Main Road,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
stadium, right?
I used to love David White.
Whitey.
Is it David White?
Whitey.
Whitey.
Yeah, Whitey to his mates.
No, I don't.
Do you remember him? Big striker, he was class.
No. You sure
Right,
you're not
I'm
on
a lot
about
older
him
than
with
you
long
guys,
hair?
though.
What was he called? Samaras. Not on about him.
Georgie Samuels.
I remember going to Main Road with my mate's dad, and it was rough what round there.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
it? And you had to pay, like kids on the street, you had to pay them £5 so they didn't kick fuck out your car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just look
That's
after
what we did
it.
every week.
Yeah.
My dad would pay someone £5 to look
Yeah.
after the car.
And it was
then
just like kids on a bike.
They used to do that in Burnley. There used to be a car park across from
50p in Burnley though.
yeah. But the kid, you used to have to pay to put your car on the car park and then pay the kids to look after your car as well.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
And one of my mates, one of my mates' dad, like this kid comes round, he's like, £5, I'll look after your car, like make sure it's all right, mister. He was like, fucking car park's only £3. Like, I'm not paying you a £5. And he's like, do one. Come back and he put his windows through.
It's worth it, just paying a £5.
Just pay a £5. Yeah.
Well, the guy we went with was like a St Helens rugby player, and he was like giving these kids a £5, and I thought, just lever them if they do anything. It's like, it's not worth my windows or my tyres or anything. So
It's just not worth it, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you enjoy your time there?
Loved it, yeah. I mean, I was there from 9 till 16. Played with some good players. Went on some good tours around Europe.
Any players that we'll know?
Mika Richards, Michael Johnson, Shane
What happened
Logan.
to Michael Johnson? What? Because he was like, do you
Quite
remember?
Yeah, the blonde hair. lad,
Blonde
wasn't
hair,
it?
yeah. He was like, he broke through to the first team about 18-year-old.
Yeah.
And then within 2
He
years...
just had a lot of off-field issues.
Did he?
Yeah, mental issues, and just went completely off.
Because by like 22, he'd retired, hadn't he? Something like
a
23.
few years. He had a few bad injuries, and I think he just fell out of love of the game.
Did he?
I mean, he got everything so early. You know, he was tipped to be the next England manager.
Is he that good?
Captain. So he had it all. Signed a 5-year contract, big money, and then just completely. He was out all the time. Just had a few issues.
Yeah.
And then retired at like 24, 25.
We were saying that last week, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can literally just... Like, you can sign for a team and see it on Sky Sports, but no one knows what's going on in the background anyway.
No.
So,
I mean, he was. I mean, you'll probably ask me this, but he was probably the best player that I played with. Played with him from a young lad.
Really? Was that good?
He was just unbelievable.
In what respect?
Um,
Technical tricks or passing? Or?
Passing range, technically, left foot, right foot, the way he read the game. He had it all.
More than when you played with me?
oh, wow. Where was that?
Kettering.
Was it?
Yeah, so similar to Man City.
Kettering,
Yeah.
wow. No.
But yeah, it's a shame to see players like that. But back then, you know, the organisations and there's people that helping players a lot more now, isn't there? But I think back then he was probably one of the first players that shot to fame so early, had everything so quick, but had so many off the field issues and didn't really have anyone there to kind of like help him and
That's the
tell
thing
him
now,
not to go out. And
like if it happened now, he'd probably have an agent and an agency around him. He'd have like support.
The
from
club
like,
would probably get someone for him.
Players and officers.
But back then it was like shit is going out all the time. Get rid of him.
Yeah. It's a shame. Great lad. I mean, he was going out that much in Manchester that they were getting onto it, so he had to drive over to Leeds.
Liverpool.
His night outs in Leeds. Yeah, it's sad really, because he ended up in a bad place, but he, I think he's all right now. I think he's
good lad.
Looked after his money.
That's class, to be fair. Right, they've clocked me in Manchester.
Clocked me in Manchester. Where can I go? Leeds.
Bury.
So you've gone through. So have you gone through like the youth system?
I got released when I finished school.
Right.
Yeah.
So you didn't get a scholar.
Didn't get a scholar, which was heartbreaking at the time. I mean, I'd been there for 6-7 years and felt like I was going to get offered. You know, at that age, you're quite naive to it all, and you'd been a part of it for so long, and then got released. And I remember going into the meeting with my dad, and then just on the way home crying on the way back. It was horrible, and it took me a few weeks to get over it. They said that I was. I mean, back then I was about 5'6".
Yeah. So you've grown an inch.
I was. Got my period. So I was tiny. I was about 8 stone went through, and
it's so hard to compete when you're that. You're that
I mean, I weren't developed. I was 16, but my old man bought me a gym, put it down in the cellar, and
get yourself in there.
Locked me in there for like a year. Wouldn't let me up till 8
Did
o'clock
he read
every
a
night.
book?
Do you what?
Read
a book in there.
Yeah. It was a bit weird, really. A bit like Joseph Fritzl, but
just like
getting that
Stockport version.
There, but and then he'd cut me a steak, and then I'd come up, have my steak every night, and then within a year put about 2 stone on.
See, he knew.
Is that true? Is that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Grew. I was then 5'10" within about 18 months. Got about 2 stone on.
You would never have thought, you need to do it, but when your dad's getting you to do it, and you just do it for a year.
So any aspiring footballers out there, if you get released, you need a basement. You needed some gym equipment and a load of steak.
Yeah, that's the start.
Is that
pack.
it?
Yeah,
that's a steak you can send off for a start pack. Brilliant. Fair play to your dad though, because obviously, some parents, some parents won't support you that much and guide you. But I suppose he he went to another level by saying, you obviously need to bulk up, you need to get fitter, you need to get stronger.
Yeah.
And then, so obviously...
He'd followed me round, literally taking me to games like my mum from 5 all the way up, and it's probably as gutting for them as it is for me.
Yeah. Did he always believe that you'd make it?
Well, yeah, he kind of didn't give me any choice, really. Like, he never said at school, you know, like, make sure you get your head down and work hard at school, because if you get released, you're going to have something behind you. He said, if you want to be a footballer, like, that's it. You know, work.
Put everything into
it. And if you get to the end of it and you don't make it, then fair enough. But at least you've committed yourself for such a long time. And
you can always find something to do, can't
you? Done everything you possibly can to make it as a pro.
Fair
Fortunately for me, that was one thing that I needed at the time. It's like for any young lads now that, like you said there, that get released. A lot of lads now, they'll only work at what they're good at, you know, because they see themselves do it and they think, you know, like you used to work on finishing and that, didn't you? Which didn't
it's
always...
all naturally.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, work on stuff that you're not good at. And
that's hard
try and
to do,
improve,
isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is, because, like say, if you're a good finisher, you just want to practice finishing all the time. You don't think, I want to like practice hold up play or my left foot.
Yeah, but that's what, if I did that, I just get laughed at.
Yeah.
I'm practicing my left, lads. I'm only using my left tonight. They'd be like, shut up.
You have to practice your right as well. Shit on both. No, but if you want to be a footballer, they're the kind of sacrifices that you got to do, aren't they?
They are, yeah. And I've done it for a year, 18 months. Then I was at Macclesfield.
So where were you playing at the time then when you got picked up?
I was at Macclesfield, done my youth team, done my YTS at Macclesfield.
So you left City, then you went. Who got you into Macclesfield then?
Mick Holgate, actually.
Right.
He passed away actually a few months ago. He's goalkeeper coach up at Barrow.
And Matt were in League 2 then?
League 2 at the time, yeah. And it was a bit of a shock for me, because you get given everything, don't you, when you're in an academy, and then you drop further down the leagues.
Centre of excellence or something.
Centre of excellence, yeah. And Steve Carroll was the youth team manager at the time, and offered me a YTS there, and kind of went from there, really.
Still not a bad league to be in, though, that is it?
No, not at all, no.
Yeah, no.
But it's just from going from City to...
Yeah.
But that's what gives you your grounding, you know, you're still learning your trade, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're still,
definitely.
And then lower leagues, you go down, you know, you get to spend a bit more time with the lads who have been at that level for a little bit longer, and you soon kind of like put your, you know, give you a reality check.
So what was that like at Mac then as an apprentice? Did you get assigned to do all the jobs? Because that sweeping the stadiums, all that kind of stuff.
Cleaning the first team balls, changing rooms.
Cleaning the balls. That's a bit weird.
Cleaning the first team balls.
The lights off.
Wow.
The lights would go off, and I just had to crack on.
No, but I get what you mean though. Like they were just loads of tedious jobs, weren't they?
Yeah.
That is crap, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Clean the balls.
Pumping them up. I was T-boy as well. Brian Orton was the manager at the time, so I'd have to make the teas, and he'd have a cup of tea, 2 sugars, and I'd take it into him, and he'd have a little sip, and he'd go, "You've not fucking stirred it anti-clockwise, have you?" And I went, I'm like that. What? And he went, "Go back in there and stir it anti-clockwise." So I've gone back in, brought it back out, then he'd do it about 3 or 4 times every single
time. Really? Just to wind you up?
Yeah. Just to, obviously, the power and that, you know.
Yeah. Did you just have to smile and, yes, gaffer?
Yeah, of course, yeah. He was in there with the staff, or he'd have a player in there, first team player. Then,
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
This is one for you, right? So, when I was at Padiham, big name. So I was at Padiham, but John Owen Byrne was at Ramsbottom, Right. And I got home one night and my mum said, "I've got you a job tonight." And I said, "Oh yeah, what's that?" I got home from uni. And he was like, "Oh, you're working at the Rammy United Players Awards, do?" And that's the team who wanted to sign me. So then I had to work that night, handing spuds and gravy out to Jono and all the team. But all my mates played for him, and they just kept shouting me over saying, "More gravy!" And I was just like, "Yeah, no worries, lads." I fucking hate my mum for that one.
Did they remember it?
Yeah. Jono and
Would you remember it?
Like about a month later, I signed for Rammy, and all the lads were like, "Is that the fucking lad who was serving us?"
Is that the gravy boy?
Yeah, it's the most embarrassing night of my life.
Oh, that's horrendous.
So That's the only one. That's the only time I've been like that.
Yeah.
I mean, what was he like, Brian Horton? I've heard a few stories about him.
He was a proper old school strict manager.
Was he?
Like, he would make you feel like that. He'd make you feel tiny.
What, he'd just tear into you?
Oh, I'd tear into you. You know, if the jobs weren't done in the youth team, he'd batter you. He'd be battering the first team players, throwing stuff about. He had a good, he's had a good career. Still see him out and about now. He don't live too far away from me.
Right.
And he ended up offering me a first year pro, and it was a month-to-month contract. And I was buzzing, to get a pro contract.
Month to month,
but month to month. But
that wouldn't happen now, would it?
No. But at the age I was 18, I was thinking, nothing's been easy since when I left school.
Yeah.
I just work harder and harder and try and get a year or 6 months.
Yeah.
And then 3 months into my pro, he's the first team weren't doing too well, and he's pulled me after training on a Friday. I think the lads were playing Shrewsbury away. I hadn't made my debut or anything. And he's pulled me, he said, look, I can't see you getting too much first team experience. I think it'd be best if you go out and join a local football club, a little bit further down and play some games.
Yeah.
And that was like, I
Gut-wrenching.
remember it guttering. Yeah, I remember Jimmy McNulty. I think he's at Rochdale now. He was coming to the toilets after and that, and my head had gone completely, absolutely gutted. So I've gone home, spoke to a few clubs. I think spoke to Jordan, spoke to Hyde, and I was going to go in for training on the Tuesday, just see how it was. Altrincham as well was another one, and they played Shrewsbury away the Saturday. I think they got dicked 4-0 or something like that, and he got sacked after the game. Brian Horton.
Buzzing.
Get rid of him.
He didn't tell anyone at the club.
I was going to say,
That had
James.
been released.
James, what did Brian say to you before he left?
No.
He said he was just about to put you in the first team. Why? That's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm sat at home on the Sunday and I get a text off Ian Brightwell. They called him Bob for some reason, but I stuck with him for it. And he texted me on the Sunday saying normal training Monday morning. So I thought, showed my dad. I'm like, no one knows here that I've been released.
That's brilliant.
So I've just rocked up to training first thing Monday morning.
Oh, so you'd be
I got released on the Friday. Yeah, he told me
Oh,
he's
I thought you were
releasing
going
me.
out on loan to like a normal club.
No. I was on a
He'd
month
release
to
you?
month. Yeah. I was on a month to month. So he probably thought there's no point in going out on loan for a month.
We're not going to send you on loan, then cancel you. Just go.
What a stroke of luck.
Yeah.
So what happened Monday when you've gone in?
So I've just gone in as normal. Like
skipping
there's only
out.
one or two. Yeah, one or two lads knew, and they were like, "What's going on here?" And I went, "Nothing."
Walking in, acting big time.
Just said Bob texted me last night, so I'm here.
Throwing the
Where do you
YouTube
want
as your
me?
boots.
Yeah. So what's happened from then? Because not long after you've made your debut, haven't you?
Yeah, 2 months later, Paul Ince come in as manager, which was brilliant. I'm a United fan, so to have someone like him, to have someone like him for me was a role model. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I had a poster of him on my wall 4 or 5 years ago, and then he's turned up.
Did you tell him?
No, one of the lads ended up telling out. That's another story. That So
I forgot
after
Paul
about
Ince
a week,
went to Mike.
one of the lads told him that that I had a poster of him on the wall. I must have told one of the lads. I don't know what I was thinking. And he's just dug me out in front of all the lads. Going,
Did Paul Ince?
Yeah.
Do you want another picture
Go
of
on,
him?
tell us what he said.
He just in front of all the lads. He said, "Oh, you still got that poster?" And my face just I was like, poster. I was just thinking of either the page 3 poster on the right or Paul Ince on the left. And
which one did you fantasise over most?
well, yeah. Him after the debut.
Yeah.
So your debut, it says on Wikipedia, which we like to use, which always kills us, but
Which is always true.
90th minute appearance.
Yeah.
Walsall.
Away, yeah. Didn't touch the ball.
No, come on.
Got thrown on in midfield.
Someone said it's your best Macclesfield display.
Yeah, well, a career display. First time I've ever put a ball in the stand, but
So you didn't touch it?
didn't touch the ball. No, FA Cup replay, second round.
Bet it still
Throw
didn't
me
matter
on.
to you. I bet you were still pretty happy.
I went out in Manchester after. It was on a Tuesday night.
Hey, boys!
It's on a Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. Got back at about 12. Me, Jordan Hadfield, Marvin, a few other lads. came out celebrating me. Didn't touch the ball. I was out till 5 that morning. Thought I'd made it. Yeah.
Out till 5
You've got
o'clock
to celebrate your debut.
Of course you have, yeah.
100%.
Don't matter if you don't touch it or not.
What was the best night on a Tuesday then?
Bedlam.
Bedlam. Where was that?
Deansgate.
Bedlam.
Opposite.
I think it's.
Do you remember M2?
That.
Might have been before your time. Yeah.
Yeah, ours was like Birdcage on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I used to do Birdcage Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I?
So you didn't end up joining Alty?
Yeah, I went on loan to Altrincham following season.
So I was going to say Alty and Mac are like enemies. It's like a rivalry, innit?
Yeah,
Did you get any stick going there?
Not really, no. I mean, this was about 11 years ago, 12 years ago.
Right.
Before social media and everything, and I was just a
you
young
don't
lad.
get as much shit.
Yeah, I just went on loan for a few 9 or 10 games.
Jordan didn't get much stick when he when he joined Alty from Salford, did you?
Oh my god, mate, they hated me.
Tell them what they said to you when you were.
I'd never ever seen anything like it. Like I've been at like smaller clubs where the fans were like nice to you and loved you.
Yeah.
But I turned up at Alty, and I had like the fans running at me from like it's called the Golf Road End, and they was like running at me as I was like getting the ball for a corner trying to hurry up, and he was like, "You fucking shit Salford wanker." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Well, smash your head in after the game," and I thought, "Wow, who are these lot?" And now they love me, so that's it's been a bit of a turnaround. But they either at Alty they either love you or they hate you.
Yeah.
So you need to. Did you find that, or were they all right with you?
I don't really remember. I played 9 or 10 games, and then I got called back.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it, loved it. Great little club.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the manager was great, Graham Heathcoats. The lads were great. Really enjoyed it.
Because when you've gone back to Mac, I think you've ended up having a really good second half of the season, haven't you? I think you played 20 odd games or something.
Yeah, got called back from Keith Alexander. I think he'd spoken to 1 or 2 players, and he was like, "We need someone in midfield who can like put it about and then just turn them, like put it, hit the channel balls and that."
So you came back in as a midfielder,
as a
because
midfielder,
you're obviously a left back.
Yeah. But I played a few games. I actually made my debut at centre half.
No way.
Well, after the game where I didn't touch the ball.
Yeah. I thought you was a centre half.
The following game, Notts County away, I was marking Jason Lee, centre half. Yeah.
Jason Lee could elbow you from about 100 yards away.
Yeah.
Big pointy elbows.
He'd just catch everyone with his elbows, wouldn't he? A really rough player.
Explains the nose.
Yeah. He went,
I had to get that in before you did.
But I couldn't imagine marking him as a young lad.
That was a great experience, but I mean, I got thrown in at the deep end.
Did he still have his pineapple on his head?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
did
he?
He had his dreadlocks.
I think, he did. Yeah, but it was a
I
good
remember
game.
Remember Jason Lee?
I think so.
He got that much abuse for his dreadlocks on his head. Like everyone used to sing, "He's got a pineapple on his head." He used to get it though, like for full 90 minutes every game, and he just got that pissed off, just shaved it off before a game.
Give in?
Yeah, give in, shaved it off for a game. But I've had enough. Yeah. Everyone came back. He's got a pineapple.
He's not got a pineapple.
Yeah, he's not got a pineapple.
Just still hammering him.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, but because he come to Kettering for a while.
Was it
I
James
don't
Lee?
think I was there.
Jason Lee.
Jason Lee,
Black
yeah.
lad.
Yeah.
Works for the PFA now.
Yeah, he's a great lad.
Yeah.
Great lad, but
He is, but
he's just a handful. He was
elbow
horrible.
you non-stop.
Yeah, horrible.
He did that game.
Did he?
Yeah, he did that game. Ended up. So that was my first start. That was my full debut. That Notts County away. We just signed Asmir Begovic as well that week on loan from Portsmouth. Paul Ince was getting a few favours in, from like Harry Redknapp and other players.
Yeah.
And
so what was it? Yeah. What was Paul Ince like then? Like as a gaffer, was he intense? Like as though when he played, did he like the highest? Because obviously he'd been at United, Liverpool.
He'd train every day.
Would he?
Yeah. And
he'd train with you?
Yeah, he'd train with it. He wouldn't move much. He
Yeah.
couldn't move much, but he would just spray passes left, right, and centre. If there was a tackle there, he'd go and nail someone.
Would he?
And I think that's what he liked about me was I was young and you've got to impress every day. You've got to be on it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And if there was a tackle there, I'd smash someone like it was.
Did anyone ever smash him?
Yeah. But he didn't mind. He might say something, but he didn't mind it. Yeah. I tackled him once, and the way he looked at me, I absolutely shit myself.
Really?
But he liked it every single day.
You love a tackle though. That's one thing I do remember of you. You was a hard tackler. You never back out.
No, and he liked that. So every day in training, nowadays it's a bit different. Lads just get themselves ready for a Saturday. You know, the older you get, I'm a bit more like that now. If a younger lad was to smash me, I'd be fuming because
I've got a game Saturday.
got a game. You're working all week, can't you, for the game on Saturday?
You kind of got to look after yourself a bit more.
Yeah, and it's changed a little bit. Whereas back then, you know, you were training was like games, and he kind of set that standard. And he was brilliant. I mean, if you didn't like, I mean, there's loads of lads that have played under him, and you know he's treated him like shit. But for me, he gave me my debut, and 3 months later I was playing at Chelsea in the FA
I was
Cup.
just going to move on to that, because Macclesfield had a brilliant cup run, didn't they?
Yeah.
They ended up getting Chelsea in the 3rd round.
Yeah, he must have felt sorry for me not touching the ball on my debut.
Got to give him a chance. Yeah.
That was the 2nd round, and then we got the draw Chelsea away.
Wow.
Which was just like incredible.
Was you all watching the draw?
Yeah, I remember watching it at my nan and granddad's on a Sunday afternoon. And nowadays they get all the teams together, don't they?
Yeah,
the cameras there, but I was just at my nan's on a Sunday afternoon, and the balls come out, and I was just like, wow, I've got to get myself in the team for that.
Yeah.
Chelsea away.
Yeah, Chelsea away.
You couldn't think of anything better, could you?
And that's when the first started spending all the money.
Yeah.
You know, Abramovich was proper pumping the money in.
So who was in their team?
Mourinho was manager.
Because
Lampard.
you lived off a picture for about, probably still now, 10 years.
Yeah, 10
shaking
years.
hands with Jose, weren't you? Like, put his arm around you. You had like Facebook picture, profile picture.
Yeah.
That was it, everyone.
Hashtag new profile picture.
Yeah.
Just shaking hands with Jose.
And
He comes and
Milk
puts his arm around you, doesn't he?
He waited for me after the game, yeah.
Can I have your shirt?
No, he was brilliant. He was. I mean, we got battered 6-1. We were down to 9 men after about 70 minutes.
Is that training with Ince? Everyone just smashing.
Yeah, but it was
you had a good
unbelievable
game, though, didn't you,
experience.
individually?
I played centre half. I was marking Shevchenko,
Right.
which
what
was
a name.
just
I know.
frightening. Now I still have nightmares now over his movement.
Really?
He was just
that good?
Yeah, lightning quick.
In what respect? What?
Just didn't stand still. You know, you're trying to watch the ball and you're trying to stay with your man, and they're just on another level in terms of fitness, sharpness.
Was he pulling off behind you? You could see where he was.
Everything, coming deep, spinning behind, pinning you. You know, it was just
strong as well. He looked strong.
Strong, yeah, intelligent player, very intelligent. I mean, he was the record signing at the time.
Yeah, he looked a good one.
Yeah, how old are you now?
19.
So you're 19?
Yeah, 19, yeah.
19-year-old.
I thought you should have said your age.
19-year-old, and you've had your debut by Paul Ince, and then you're having to mark Shevchenko for Chelsea. It's not a bad start, is it?
It's good, yeah. And
it's not a bad start to say 3 years ago you got bombed by.
Yeah. Well, 4 months before I got released off Brian Norton.
Well,
yeah, but 4 months and a day before that you got back in the team. So right.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's an unbelievable experience, and the night out after as well was good. They all took us out as well.
Who did the Chelsea lot?
Yeah, well, Paul Ince took us out. About 5 or 6 Chelsea players turned up, and then we ended up.
Who turned up?
That's class.
I just remember Jordan Hadfield, our midfielder at the time. He was playing blackjack with Lampard and Jody Morris, taking money off him. He was going, "You might have more money than me, but I'm taking it off you." Yeah, good.
They won't be asked that tenner though, would they?
No.
Yeah, it was good. I thought, it was the younger lads. We thought we'd made it. Just played at Stamford Bridge. Yeah. We're playing cards with Lampard, Jody Morris, and then
night out in London.
Yeah, John Terry sorted out the club for us, Embassy, and that was good. We're all there in our suits and that in this club. Had a table sorted. It was incredible. Great night out. I forgot that we got beat 6-1.
I once went to Embassy with the lads from football, and we had this booth, and I saw Sean Bean at the bar. Remember Sean Bean? I was like,
is that him from Bond?
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard.
And him from he was on Game of Thrones and stuff. He'd been loads of stuff. So I went up to him and was like, "Hi Sean, you alright, pal?" And he was like, "Bloody hell, where are you from?" Like, it sounded like from my neck of woods. And I said, "Oh, I'm from Burnley." Obviously it's like Sheffield, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we had a chat, and one of the lads came over and he's like I didn't ask for a photo or anything like that. One of the lads going, "Oh, can I get your picture? And he was like he looked at it. I said, "Oh, leave him alone, don't bother him." And so Sean said, "Oh, cheers for that, pal." I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry, mate." I said, "I told him you was out of James Bond." I said, dickhead thought you were Pierce Brosnan. And he started laughing, sent over a big bottle of champagne to our table and give us a little wave. I was like, what a guy.
Champagne, bet that weren't cheap in there.
No, it's massive, that club, weren't it? It's about four stories.
Yeah.
It's not my sort of scene, I don't think.
No, you couldn't get it's not yours. You couldn't get a snake bite in there.
I'd be straight out of there, mate.
But yeah, they were brilliant with us, all the lads. John Terry come in the change rooms after, and he said, look, come into our change rooms, take shirts, boots, whatever you want. And then he said, oh, where you going after? And we were saying, oh, we're going to go to a club or something. He said, oh, I'll sort Embassy out. And he told me and I think Jordan Hadfield, one of the lads. So we've turned up at Embassy about 4 or 5 hours later after we'd been at this
was you panicking in case they stitched you?
And they were all in our suits and everything. And I thought, I'm going up to the front door and I'm saying, yeah, John Terry's sorting us out the table here, like with the Macclesfield lads. And I thought, if they just say no, I'm just going to look an absolute dick in front of all the lads. But he'd sorted us out the table and everything, paid for drinks a lot.
Really? What a guy. It's class that, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you don't hear about stuff like that, do you?
No.
That's brilliant.
I don't think it'd happen now, to be fair, would it?
No.
It'd just be like, thanks for coming.
Yeah, there won't be many pros who'd come into a dressing room like that afterwards, would they, and say, right, lads, I'll sort your night out, take your boots and stuff like that.
I don't think lads in League 2 now would be happy if they did that. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think?
Do you understand what I mean?
I know what you mean, like lads are being disrespectful, like, I know we're superstars, come and get our boots and shirts if you want.
Yeah, well...
Do you mean in that case?
And I think that lads in League 2 think they're fucking unbelievable
nowadays.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I'm pretty sure if it happened at Macclesfield again now this season, Sol Campbell and things like that.
You'll get the older lads that they just let the younger lads take it.
Yeah.
To take all the shirts.
I'm 39. I'd be straight.
I know lads in League
taking
2 that go out in Manchester and think they're all like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They think they're Prem footballers anyway, so I don't think they'd be happy with that.
I know what you mean, but I'd just be too excited. I think I'd. Very good. So what a night! That's so 19-year-old. That's it, isn't it? You've
Yeah.
So been there and done it by then.
Went into the change rooms after. They looked after us. I'd actually had to get my lip stitched up. Is it I can't remember his name. Is it Solomon? What's his name now? The striker that played at Chelsea.
Yeah, Solomon
Grundy.
Carney or something like that.
Something like that. He elbowed me off the ball.
What's he called? Kalu.
That's it.
Kalu.
Solomon
Kalu.
I think Corey's tash.
It's horrendous, isn't it?
We just have to get that in.
Don't ask him. He hadn't started shaving yet.
I've not hit puberty yet.
Oh, so that's brilliant. So obviously, how have you gone on then for the rest of the season?
We were 10 points adrift. We were 10 points from from safety.
Right.
When he took over, and it was a roller coaster of a season. I mean, I don't think I played a great deal after that. I was just coming in and out the team, played the odd game midfield, the odd game centre half, the odd game left back. When you're a young lad,
you don't mind that, do you?
I don't mind. I'd play anywhere, left wing, whatever. And so it was a bit up and down. And then we just about avoided relegation. I think 2 games to go.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and then Ince got his boots on for the last game.
Did
Had
I?
a little run out last game.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Player manager.
Yeah. His kit was a bit tight on him by then.
Yeah, I bet.
Was he decent though?
Oh, it was unbelievable. Yeah, some of the stuff that he used to do, finishing drills with the strikers, just left foot, right foot. He was better at finishing with his left foot than his right foot, and he's right-footed.
There's lads
that
can do that, and I think that's for standing on the
Yeah,
left.
Just natural.
he'd done a finishing session with the strikers, and I'd be like one of the young lads out on the wing, just like pinging the balls in as demo and that, and he'd do an overhead kick session for the strikers. So I've like
just an overhead kick session.
I'm like pinging balls into him, so I'm working on my pinging and that.
Yeah.
Strikers are doing theirs, keepers are getting their working, and he's done an overhead kick session, and I thought he's gonna break his neck here, like, and also you're working with League 2 players here, they're not going to be able to do it.
That's
I'll
not on
ping
your
one up
coaching
to
badge,
him.
is it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Right, today's session we're going to do overhead kicks.
Yeah.
That's what you do at school.
It is, yeah.
I imagine you putting like a shit ball in and he's like, fuck.
Oh yeah,
what's
yeah.
that?
Give you a big bollocking, but put a ball in, bam, get up, overhead kick, top bin.
Did it?
Yeah, another one would come in the other side, bam, done it again. I've never seen anything like it. left foot, right foot.
And who was your striker at the time? Right, go on, you have a go now.
You couldn't follow me there, could you? Imagine stepping in after him. Cheers, Gaffer.
Yeah, confidence is shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's class. So you've obviously escaped relegation, stayed in League 2.
Yeah.
Year after, you get many games again because that's when you went on loan to Alte.
Yeah. Change your manager.
Where did Ince go?
He went MK Dons.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of knew he was going at the end of the season. But we had he invited us to his house for a barbecue that summer. So that was good.
Did he?
Yeah,
what was his house
little send off. Oh, unbelievable, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did he live?
It was on the Wirral.
Right.
Yeah, and the
massive house.
All like players, wives and girlfriends and that. At the time I was single, so like me and one of the other lads took these 2 birds that we were just like seeing at the time.
Yeah.
And it was a disaster.
Oh no!
The girls got absolutely steaming.
Yeah.
They're like
free
doing
bar, innit?
pre-bar roly-polies down the lawn, you know, like having a look in his bedroom and everything. So it got to about 10 o'clock and then like Ince's pulled us all together. He said, right, we're sending all the girls into Liverpool. We'll get rid of them for a few hours and then we'll get a minibus and meet them. So I was like, oh, buzzing, you know, like I needed to get rid of her, you know.
Just send them home if you want.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you don't need a cab, you're going to roll the poly into Liverpool.
And so yeah, he's given him a bit of money, he's sent him off in a minibus and then we've gone to his local and he's like locked us in his local, started telling us stories. But all the other lads have got wives and like long-term partners and that, and they're calling them up going, where are you? We've been in Liverpool 2 hours. I've not got any money. You said you were coming an hour ago. Oh. And Ince said no one's leaving. Like
Did
we
he?
literally had lock-in in his local pub. Just kept us there till about 2 a.m. I'm getting missed calls off this girl going mad, going, you're a dickhead. You know, why did I bother coming? She had to get a taxi all the way back from Liverpool.
What, to Manny?
Back to Manchester.
So you didn't even get a bang?
No.
Oh, that's it. Paul Ince cocklock. Oh no!
Yeah,
I bet there's some good stories though, weren't there?
Yeah.
Is there any that you can share that you can remember
from him?
Yeah.
No.
Probably.
No.
No, can't.
Brilliant. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
That's a story in itself.
Yeah. What a lock-in with Paul Ince.
Yeah.
That's what a good start to your career though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a bit of a...
Yeah, it went all downhill after that.
Yeah. Well, I would just say it. So after that, new manager comes in, you go on loan a couple of times, and then do you get released from Mac?
I got released from Mac. Yeah, quite bizarrely, really. I got a call off the chief exec around April, and I'd been injured. I'd been doing well and I got injured, Gillingham away, done my knee, ruptured my medial ligaments. I was out for about 3 or 4 months. Absolute disaster because I was doing well at the time.
Yeah.
Got myself in the team, playing week in, week out. And I got a call off chief exec in the April saying, I'll sit down with you, you know, like, why don't you bring your dad? So I met him at the local gym up in Macclesfield. I thought, oh, buzzing, I'm getting a new deal there.
Met him in the local gym in the basement.
Yeah, and then... So I've gone in there, dead excited, you know, my dad's gone, you know, make sure you know what you want, make sure you know, don't settle for anything too less. I'm thinking about a deal and everything. Sat down, he's put these pieces of paper on the desk, like Facebook, screenshots of stuff, going, is he your mate? How do you know him? What about him? You know, this guy links to you. I'm thinking, what's going on here? He said, well, one of your mates has been leaking the team every Friday. So one of my mates had been leaking the team every single Friday, formation, what we're doing against this team and that, putting it on the fans forum. And then all the fans are finding out, the opposition were finding out, and then it got linked back to me because I'm a mutual friend with him on Facebook. So I just got shown out the door. Literally, got kicked out the door, yeah. What's that?
You told him what the squad was and all that?
Yeah, I told him the script and everything, yeah. He was my mate. I'd just speak to him on a Friday, go, are you playing? And at the time, I'd think he's just asking me, you know what the team was.
Yeah. Why was he doing that then?
I don't know. Must have got something out of it. Yeah, must have got some out of it. But
that is a weird one.
Yeah. So the walk out of the meeting was a lot different to walking into it.
What did your dad say?
My old man was fuming. I mean, I was naive at the time, probably shouldn't have told him the team, but never in a million years did I think that it was getting leaked and it'd have a detrimental effect on me and my career, which it did. Which it did. So my dad was fuming with me, but you live and learn, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
That's like Spygate at Leeds. It's even worse.
What was your mate called? Should we out him?
No.
Can't out him. Are you still mates?
No.
I wanted to dog him.
Yeah, what a bastard.
Yeah.
So you ended up anyway. Obviously, you've had that really low in your career.
Yeah.
Then you've had a massive high meeting me at Kettering.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
This is true.
This is true, innit?
Pitch and putt in your garden.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
We used to do everything.
How big's your garden?
We were on a little pitch and putt thing.
Oh.
We don't chip it into a bucket.
Chipping comp, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Chip it into a bucket.
Yeah.
Like, we used to have, it was good, wasn't
it?
It
Was good.
Good
Yeah,
times.
you looked after me, to be fair.
I didn't realise how young you were when I was looking back. You'd have only been 20, 21.
20, yeah, 21 I think.
What was
21?
28?
Yeah.
29? No, 29 probably.
Yeah.
29, 30.
Took me under your wing, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You was living down there, was you?
Yeah, I was living down there. Kettering were full time. We were in the National League, weren't they? We
Yeah.
had a good side. Mark Cooper, manager.
We had a great team.
Had a
Had some
great-
really
we
good
should have
players
won
in
it,
there,
should have won
It was a crazy setup, wasn't it, with the chairman and everything. But the players that we had, when we couldn't go up anyway because of the stand on the ground, it didn't meet the regulations of the Football League.
Right.
But we were up there, and then we found out that even if we won it, we couldn't go up.
So how did that make you feel?
It was kind of
Yeah.
went out a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we're just like, oh, fucking hell, what's the point?
It was like Bradford Park Avenue in our league last year. They said, listen, we don't want to go up, but the players were still winning every week.
Yeah.
So they was top of the league, and
They stuck them all on transfer list, didn't
yeah, they just got rid of them all.
Yeah.
It's just
bad, isn't
we
it?
had a guy called Laddak, weren't it? He was the chairman.
Imran Laddak.
Yeah, and he was at first he was sound, and he was brilliant, and then just loads of things started going wrong. But we had a brilliant team.
Yeah, we did. We had a really good team, and it kind of just went tits up, didn't it? Mark Cooper left.
Yeah, because when you came down, we were staying in the hotel, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we used to finish training, and then we used to go and meet at the Harvester.
Yeah.
So we used to, the Harvester where you can get like a salad bowl, and just keep refilling it. Just a refill salad bowl about 8 times, and just order like a bottle of rosé every day. Well, not every day.
Most days.
Most days, yeah. And then we'd go into was it Urban Tiger?
Yeah.
So we'd go into Northampton.
Northampton, yeah.
There was a strip club on the way. We'd call in, just have a little strip club, chat to the girls.
You'd have a strip club.
We'd have a strip club. And then we'd venture on into Northampton.
Yeah. You probably feel like it was every day, but they're just the days you remember the most, aren't they, really? So.
Yeah.
No, pretty much every day.
I was trying to get you out of that one.
I was like, yeah.
No, but it was good though, wasn't it? It was good times.
It was good experience, some good lads in the team. I mean, I was living in a hotel for 9 months.
Yeah.
Lived in a hotel.
Living the dream.
Fouls got me kicked out of it.
I wouldn't mind that.
We mentioned it.
Was that you free fighting?
Is that when we're fighting and wrestling in the room?
I think that was the final straw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was loads of stuff I got promised a house when I moved down there, and I just needed to sign somewhere, and I felt like it was a step down in order to take 2 steps up.
Yeah.
And football wise, it was. It really was. But enjoyed what went on off the pitch. But yeah, I got put up in a hotel, Holiday Inn in Kettering, and lived with Fowles, a few other lads. You had a house at the time.
Yeah.
And
see, I don't think I'd mind living in a hotel.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as glamorous as it makes out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're like Alan Partridge, aren't you? After about 2 months, and then we racked up a bar tab for like over $1,000. Never paid that. Tried to we tried telling the club that they needed to pay it, and there was loads of stuff that went on.
The thing is though, the club would have paid it, but I think they looked at what was on it, and it weren't just like breakfast and tea and stuff like that. They were frigging all sorts.
Loads of bags of crisps at Fowles and that.
Yeah.
Bottles of wine, drinks. Like we used to invite. It'd be like 10 girls come back and just drink the bar dry and put it on the tab.
Yeah. Send it to Imran.
Yeah. Ladakh, here this.
Signing Ladakh.
Sign Ladakh.
Fowles never helped the situation though, did he? You know, after a few drinks. I mean, one night he got the whole hotel evacuated. He called the hotel up and said that he's just drove past and it looks like it's on fire. 2 a.m. And so like we're looking out the window, drinking in our room, and everyone's in the car park.
What, and you and Fowles were looking at everybody?
We were just looking
laughing
out the window, yeah, and the maintenance guys rung us going, what have you done? What have you done? And he's looked up at the window and we're just laughing. we got
You did it from the hotel phone, like your room phone.
He were obviously we didn't realise at the time though. He was a raving alcoholic by then.
Yeah, I didn't realise till 2 years later how bad he actually was.
Yeah,
you know,
obviously like he'd have a drink at night with us, or like if we went out, but we didn't realise he'd be doing it 3 or 4 hours before he met us.
Yeah,
and then
he would
every day and
he was going through a bit of a bad time, which we probably weren't aware of. Yeah. But he was that good. He was that good of a player that when he went to training, he'd just switch it on.
You couldn't tell with his.
So you could never tell.
Yeah.
You could never tell. You know, what a player. I mean, unbelievable player. But yeah, you know, he had his problems, but he's sorted them out now. Yeah. Luckily.
Yeah, no, it's good. And we had John Dempster.
Yeah.
Jiggity dangerous. Yeah. So we mentioned Demps before, aren't we? He used to rap, didn't he?
Oh, he's MC. Yeah.
MC.
MC. Yeah. Jiggity dangerous. But he was. That's what he used to call it.
He's Mansfield manager now. He's Mansfield manager. I need to ask him whether he's like done an initiation. You know, like
when
a few of the lads must realise that he can MC.
Yeah.
Like pretty good as well.
He's probably gone in and said, right lads, my initiation. Yeah. Here we go.
You'd win the lads over straight away, wouldn't you?
Well, you know that one where he used to go, hey, yo, what's my name?
Yeah.
Lyrically want to be down with a game, rolling on like a rolling train. Jeremy Beadle, you've just been framed. Oh yeah. I always learnt it because I loved it that much.
Just popped in.
So I sent Demps a video of me and I taught it my little girl. So me and my little girl did the video and sent it to Demps.
Yeah.
I was like, good luck at your new job. He was like, oh my god, this is so good.
That's class.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
But what a guy he was, wasn't he?
Brilliant.
Good footballer as well, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Really good.
I ended up playing with him at Mansfield.
Right.
Great player. Great character. They're the players that you remember, don't they? You know, like
I think he'll do brilliant because all the lads will want to play for him and they want him to do well. And he's got so many contacts in the game. I think he'll go on and be a really good.
That's it.
manager.
Yeah, I mean, he'll earn the respect off the lads straight away. You know, he's got a great personality, got great banter. That helps massively, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've watched some of his interviews. He talks really well and all.
Quite calm, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really calm. And he thinks about what he says, and I think
that's what you got to do, isn't it? You can't.
You can't. Sometimes as a manager, like it's different when you're playing. You can let your emotions out, can't you? But as a manager, you can't do. And he's pretty good like that, and he's calm and collective, and I think he'll go on and do well.
Yeah.
So we've ended up at Kettering. We couldn't go up, so I think that we ended up. Did we just miss the playoffs or something like that?
Just missed the playoffs, yeah.
And then Mark Cooper went. Did he go to Forest Green?
Peterborough
after that, did he?
Peterborough.
And then all the team I got sold to Fleetwood.
Yeah.
I think you then moved on to Cambridge.
Yeah, I went to Cambridge. Yeah.
Cambridge in same
league.
In the same league. In the National League then, weren't they?
Yeah. But
nice place, though, isn't it, Cambridge?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
loved it. Absolutely loved it. So after being at Kettering for a year, had a great time with the lads, but needed to kick on really. It was one of them.
Because Cambridge was a league club, weren't it? Really,
it was
in the National League.
Yeah, and it was times at Kettering where I was thinking, what am I doing here? I could be back at home playing for a team of that standard.
Yeah.
Even though we had a great team, but I was kind of in the middle of nowhere. And but Cambridge came in for me, paid a compensation or whatever it was at the time, but I'd only played.
So why was that? Because you was under
24. Yeah, I was only 21.
So they still had to pay a compensation for you.
Yeah, well, Imran, you know what he's like. He just wanted.
So what would that? It'd only be about what 10, 15
5 grand, 10 grand, something like that.
Yeah.
So
21, 22 end up going to Cambridge.
It was 15, but after first week's training, it got dropped to 5.
They handed 10 back.
Come on now, you're taking piss.
Yeah. So it was good. Yeah, signed a 2-year deal down there at Cambridge, and it was just. I mean, I was at Kettering on absolute peanuts. I'd get expenses which would get in a brown envelope every Friday at Kettering. and that'd be gone by a Monday morning, and that's why the bar tab was so big.
I've got overcharged.
Yeah, so it was time to kind of get my head down, and got myself a good 2-year deal, relocation, lived in a house down there with the lads, and it was a good club, great fan base, and a great place to live.
So did you, because you end up getting promoted, did you?
Not with Cambridge, no, I left the year before.
Oh, was it the year before? Because you were there you was there like 3 years, weren't you?
Yeah. So I was there for about 2.5 years before Mansfield came in for me in the January.
Right.
It was a late deadline day signing, wasn't it?
Yeah, deadline day,
minute.
It's in that, yeah.
Sky Sports and that.
Yeah, it was. I knew it was happening because I'd played with Adam Murray.
Right.
Hopefully, I can't get in trouble for this anymore.
No.
But Adam Murray,
you didn't tell
I
your
played
mate
with.
on Facebook, did you?
I'd got a call off Adam Murray, who'd played with at Macclesfield, and he was like, we want to sign you. What do you think? I had another 18 months left at Cambridge. Absolutely loved it. But I wasn't getting on too well with the manager at the time, Richard Money.
Yeah.
And I just moved my missus back to Manchester because we just got a house back there. So I'd always kind of used Manchester as the base, and I wanted to get back up there. Missus was there, and so I've gone in deadline day in the January, and the gaffer, Richard Money's, pulled me in. He said, we've had an offer for you to go Mansfield. What do you want to do?
Did you have to act shocked?
Yeah, I'd got shocked. Yeah,
You're joking,
You're joking. Bloody Mansfield. First I've heard of it, gaffer.
Yeah. So he tried calling.
I didn't mention what team it was. Oh shit!
Yeah. His phone beeps. He's got the Mansfield badge on his phone.
Yeah, it's only 80 miles away. So, yeah, he tried calling my bluff. Said I called his bluff.
Did you have an agent at the time? Did you have anyone looking after you?
No, but I'd been speaking to someone,
Right.
Lee Philpott at the time, who was a Cambridge legend. So I'd seen him quite a lot at the club and kind of spoke to him. So it had all been dealt with him. And he tried calling my bluff. I ended up calling his, because I had 18 months left, so I thought, I can't just walk out of here. But at the same time, I'd just moved my missus back home.
Yeah.
And I knew come the summer they would have tried to push me out,
So what did you have
me
to,
off the wage bill sort
you
of
had
thing.
to stay strong and just say, look, I'm not accepting leaving for free or what?
Yeah. So it got sorted out quickly because I got the feeling that they wanted me out the door, and then I definitely wanted to go. But this was 10 o'clock on deadline day that morning, so I knew I had to kind of move quickly. So he said, right, okay, if you want to go, you can go. We'll sort all the paperwork out. We'll sort out what you need, and then you can be on your way. So I've gone in the change room, shook all the lads' hands and that, gone back to the house, filled my car up. I'm halfway up the A1, and then my agent, Lee Philpott's, called me up, gone, I can't get hold of Coxey, Paul Cox, Mansfield manager, and he's quite renowned for that. He can just go complete. Yeah, he can literally turn his phone off on the day that you're meant to be going there to sign, and then that's it. So I'm halfway up. Yeah, I've said bye to the lads. I thought, I can't go back here. I can't go back. I can't.
Lads.
I've jumped ship in January. We were 9th, Mansfield were 8th. So on paper, it was a bit of a sideways move. Obviously I wanted to move back up north, but so I'm in the services up the A1, I think Peterborough, and he's like, just wait, we'll get the call soon, hopefully you can carry on. I'm waiting there an
Panicking
hour,
now,
2 hours. Yeah, it's about
2 hours.
It's about 3 or 4 o'clock at this point.
You only
So
get
I'm
2
just
hours at
waiting,
a services now, don't you?
Yeah. Panicking about parking. I get a bloody ticket here.
Yeah. So
There's only so many Gregs you can have as well, isn't there, when you're there?
yeah. But I ended up getting the call, went up there and ended up signing, I think, with about half an hour spare.
So what time was it? 7 o'clock was the cut off.
I think it was about 9 o'clock at the time,
Right.
but by the time I went in, sat down, Coxey was in no rush to get the paperwork done. Sat there talking about players and whatnot, and then done my medical and then ended up signing, so it was good. Ended up driving back to Manchester there, and I was back home really, so I was happy.
Yeah.
So did you live at home and just
Commuted.
journey in?
Yeah.
What is it, about
commuted
2
every day.
hours?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
that far, is it?
The first year
Not too
weren't
bad,
too
is it?
bad. And after that, stayed over the odd night.
Yeah.
Jamie Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that when you met Jamie?
Yeah, that's where I met him, yeah.
He's another good lad, isn't he?
Yeah, great lad.
So
Brilliant lad.
Was
Was
he
he
playing
at
for Mansfield at the time?
He'd signed that summer.
Right.
So I'd signed
From-
in the
from
January.
Fleetwood?
From Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, it's brilliant. I mean, it was going from a disciplined environment at Cambridge to Mansfield. It was like going back 10 years in time. The manager was so old school.
Was it?
It was unbelievable. Initiations, a lot, but there's fights every day. Literally scraps every single. My first day, there was a fight on the training ground, and I've seen them. I've been a part of them, been involved in them over my career. But this happened like in the middle of the session, and everyone just stopped and started watching. And like the gaffer is come over, and he stood about 5 yards away with his arms folded. And then I've gone, is no one going to stop it? And he's gone, no, the gaffer will let him have the scrap, and then they'll shake hands after.
What, it was a full-on scrap?
Full-on scrap, yeah. Richie Sutton and Lyndon Meikle.
Just
knocking
full-on
fuck
going
out of each other, yeah. Yeah,
One
knocking
guy's like
looks
taking
out.
bets on
Yeah,
it. So.
yeah, and then the gaffer would stand there, and then he'd go, right, shake each other's hand, and then after lunch he'd make sure that they sat next to each other and had lunch. And then next day,
So
next day
weird.
it was gone.
No, but it happens all the time, though, doesn't it?
That happened every day. There was
Really?
we had a 30-man squad.
I thought you were going to say.
So was it people
Oh.
just diving into challenges and people to react, or it just?
Yeah. Someone would say something. You know, it was I wouldn't say a hostile environment, but there was a 30-man squad, and there was lads, an 18-man squad training with the first team, and then there was the bomb squad, and there was some
The
big
bomb
characters.
The bomb.
But there was some big names that had been brought. Mansfield was spending a bit of money at the time, and there was players there that had come in on 2-year deals, and then they were training with the youth team, or training with the bomb squad for like 6 months. Only played one game, so it was just it was a crazy setup, but one that turned out to be pretty good because we got promoted that season.
Yeah, to League
So,
Two.
to League Two, yeah. So I signed in the January, got promoted in April.
So that's good then, because obviously you said they were 8th when you joined.
Yeah.
So you obviously had a good run. Did you win in the playoffs, or did you go?
We
up?
won the league.
Jeez,
Yeah,
so
we
that's
won
for
the
me.
league. Yeah,
So you
yeah.
went on that's a big run.
Yeah. My first 12 games, first 10 games we won. The first 12 games.
That's what you're about,
Super
isn't it?
Jennings.
And
That's it.
Yeah, nothing to do with
What,
me.
what a sign.
It just started.
Left back?
Left back.
Left
yeah,
back.
yeah. So it was good. Just everything just fell into place, and we had the likes of Matt Green, who single-handedly won us the league. Just popping
He's
up.
at Salford now, isn't he?
He's just left, gone to Grimsby.
Is that him? Yeah. What was he?
But he only
good
signed
at?
last season.
At the time, he was just unbelievable. Just everything that fell to him, he'd score. Last 10 0-0, he'd just pop up with the winner last couple of minutes of the game, and he just did that game after game. And then I think I
saw a statistic. I think it might have been 7 games in that season. He scored, you won 1-0.
Yeah,
Something
that's
similar
right.
like
Yeah. And we were ugly. We didn't play pretty football at all, but it was effective.
Yeah.
And the gaffer would come in on the Monday morning, set us blocks of 5-game targets. What games do you think? How many points are achievable within them 5 games?
Against what? Against
Yeah.
the team?
Home
So what's
game,
it,
away game.
5 games. There's a maximum 15 points.
15
You've
points.
got to try and aim for 11,
and they'd
12.
sit us down. The defenders would be on one table having breakfast, coffee in the morning. Midfielders on another. Strikers, staff.
Is that how we sat? Yeah.
Sat
Is
us
that
down.
purposely?
Yeah. Sat us down, and then the captain of the defenders would go up. I think it was Dempsey at the time. Go up and go, right. These are the 5 games we got. We think we can get 15 points. All right, we've got a tricky away game, but then the midfielders would do it, and then we'd kind of break it down at the end, and then we'd come to an agreement where we think that was achievable.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, pal?
Not a lot, mate, but looks like we've got a few beers here.
Surrounded by beers at 10:30 in the morning. I feel like I'm on holiday, and you've got a vest on. Well, any podcast listeners need to sign up to beer52.com/trials to try all these different beers.
They're free, so I don't get why you wouldn't.
It's only cost you for the package, isn't it?
Yeah.
Postage and package, and that's it. Which is about
£4.95. You get an Incassi Blanche.
I've got a Nicassi Blonde here.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
What's she
Nicassi
like?
Blonde. I don't know, but I had one yesterday. It was nice.
Yeah.
First blonde I've had in a while.
Got a Rita Ora, Hazy Heart.
Well, let's have a look at these.
And guess what else you throw in? Some beef jerky.
I love a bit of beef jerky. Do you know why? It's full of protein.
Is it?
Yeah. It's good for
It's not for me, that stuff. I don't think.
You need to buy some arms first to go with that vest.
So what is it? What's the deal?
It is beer52.com/trials, and you can order, I think it's 25 quid's worth of beer for literally the postage, which is like £4.
It's a no-brainer.
No brainer for me. Count me in.
Thank us later.
So what would you say is your favourite memory in football then?
Definitely the Chelsea game, playing there in front of all my family at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. You not mentioned that.
You brought it up. So yeah, definitely that promotion with Mansfield. Played at Wembley but got beat, so it's always good playing it.
Still played there,
your childhood dream in it, playing at Wembley, but
do you have a bit of banter with your brother?
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw something about you both played at Wembley, and did he score?
He scored twice at Wembley. Yeah. He's played at Wembley 4 times.
Has he?
Yeah. I think he's
your younger brother's overtook you.
He's yeah.
So
a long time
but he's
ago.
a striker and you're a left back.
How's
that? How's he gone up top? And
because I told him when he was younger he wants to be a fullback.
Don't bother being a defender.
No one grows up saying I want to be a fullback, did he?
Who's better then? Who's better?
My brother.
Do you think?
Brother, yeah. I'd like to think I've taught him a lot over the years.
Yeah. He's only better because of you.
Purely natural, honestly. Purely natural. I've had to work at my game.
He started off Staley Bridge.
He started off really low. Yeah, he was playing first
Staley
team
Bridge
at Staley Bridge when he was 16.
Staley Vegas.
Yeah, Staley Vegas, and then ended up kicking on. So he's done well.
Is it your dad who was a player as well?
Yeah, my dad was a player when he played semi-pro, just local clubs. But he was like more of an attacking player. That's probably where I kind of got it from.
Yeah. Did he lock Connor in the basement?
No, he never did.
Favourite son as well.
Yeah, he probably didn't think he had it in him to make it.
No.
And then he was a late developer and ended up coming into the game quite late.
Where did he sign from? Staley Bridge?
He was at Reddish Vulcans, just playing local football.
And then Staley Bridge to
Scunthorpe.
That was right,
yeah,
Scunthorpe.
It's a good move, that, isn't it?
Yeah, he was banging him in when he was 16, 17, and then Scunthorpe bought him. So he's done well.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. As two brothers, obviously both
it's great. It's
professionally,
great.
both still playing. Have you played? You've played against him, haven't you?
I played against him a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that like?
First time was quite. I was at Cambridge the first time. He was on loan at Stockport County, and he was up top, and I megged him. I megged him after 10 minutes, and Richard Money was the manager, but it was a pass through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I played it. I had nothing on. It was either kick it at him, get a throw in. I played it back to centre half, but played it through his legs and shouted Megs.
Did you shout Megs as well?
Megs, but right by the dugout when Richard Money was right there. He's come in at half time and absolutely give me the biggest bollocking I've probably had in my career, saying it's not about you and your brother, it ain't the Jennings show.
Did I?
Yeah. And went out second half, and then my brother waits me.
Me in the boards. Yeah.
Did you win?
Into the boards? Yeah, we beat him. Yeah.
Did you?
We beat him, but I played him a few times as well.
I always think there, if you have a 50-50,
yeah,
are you both flying into it or what?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's
all we did as kids. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Both of you've got that mentality. To
of course. Yeah. As soon as you cross that line, it's like when you play your mates.
Is that your brother? Is he?
You don't want to get them to get one over on you. It's your brother as well.
Yeah.
He would have done the same. If there was a tackle there to be won.
I played my best mate last year, Phil Dean. I'll give him a shout out.
Yeah.
And he's only tiny, and he's got the chance to smash me, but I'm at the point where I'm stretching and I can see him coming, and I thought, oh no, and as he's hit me I've done a little squeal. And all my mates are like in the crowd behind us and they've all just burst out laughing. Oh, it was horrible.
Phil Dean's half sizey as well.
Yeah, so if you've got to go in, you've got to know, if he's going to do you've got to do it.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting called a shit house for the rest of you.
So all night I was getting dogged.
Yeah.
So who's best player you've played with?
Best player I played with probably Michael Johnson that we touched on earlier. Yeah, definitely unbelievable player from me kid all the way up. Would have played for England
without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
And obviously best player you played against, you're going to go Shevchenko.
Yeah, I'd probably say Shevchenko, yeah.
It's not a bad name to shout
Yeah.
out.
No, it's not, is it?
Yeah.
Who's yours, Jordan?
Again, played against?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyone who will know?
Probably not, no. No
You're under
idea.
pressure there, aren't I?
Well, I played, was it Alan Smith?
Oh, yeah.
Notts County.
You used to play for Man U.
Yeah, FA Cup game, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a good game though, did he?
No, he weren't
It
very
was
good.
terrible, to be fair.
Was Rob Green in that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the one who played at United.
No, it weren't. Rob Carroll.
Rob Carroll?
Roy Carroll. You know Robbie's brother?
Roy Carroll, yeah.
Roy
it was.
Carroll, yeah.
Roy Carroll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have scored at least 3 that game, but
Yeah.
He didn't.
who's best player you played against? Best player you played with is me.
Paul Gascoigne. Not a bad shout, is it?
Yeah, that's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not bad.
not bad at all.
What else do we normally ask them?
Well, I was going to say, what's your so obviously characters in the game? Any decent stories where you can that you're allowed to tell?
That I'm allowed to tell
Yeah,
about players.
yeah.
There's a few about fouls.
I know you've made a few notes, haven't you?
I've made a few notes about fouls.
Oh, just about fouls.
Yeah, no, there's a few. I mean, I remember when I was down at Cambridge, lived down there with 4 lads in the house at Cambridge for 3 years. That was unbelievable. Like every new lad that come in, they just get absolutely battered. Like we'd all have our own room, like an ensuite and that. And we had one lad, Jonathan Edge, and he was a nervous wreck. Great lad, lovely lad, and he moved into the downstairs bedroom. And he had a thing about like locking the doors and security. I think he must have been burgled as a kid or something. You know, he was always scared about that. So one night we managed to get like the master key and break into his room. And like we got the full works, got fireworks, Chinese firecrackers, Russian candles, a lot. And we've just lit them all and just left him in his room, and it's just all sparked
While he's
off.
asleep?
While he's asleep, yeah. I don't know, would he kill him?
No, he's fucking
Yeah,
nervous.
yeah. I had to drop that in. Kevin Roberts. I mean, he was the worst for it. Every new lad that had come in, balaclavaed up, get through the back door, pretend they were breaking in. The lad would just run out onto the street all the way down the road.
So you stick a balaclava.
Yeah,
and pretend to
balaclava
break
on,
in.
yeah.
Imagine if he got filled in.
Yeah,
Yeah, back to the new lad.
There's
back.
a few lads that give it back.
But then,
You know, like there's a few lads that are just where you think, oh, fair play. He's come at me, yeah. He's come at me, but yeah,
I'd shit it. I'd be gone.
yeah.
yeah. I think, one of them, I don't know. Did you hear about Duncan Ferguson when someone broke into his house?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah.
Did he batter him?
He battered him and tied him up. Until police come. Tied him up, didn't he?
You wouldn't go in his house, though, would you?
You got to do a recce first, haven't you? Right, whose house am I burgling? Right,
Sense, right, so.
yeah, Jordan, I'll burgle that. His missus will stick up for him. More than you.
Yeah, and then we lived with a lad, Connell Platt. I've got to tell this one because I've never heard it happen in football before. But the week before we played Newport away, and he didn't make the squad, so he went on the bus. You know, had a bit of a sulk, threw his toys out the pram, and anyone who don't make the squad has got to do a bit of running after the game, don't they? Or the subs that don't come on, and he just stayed on the bus, refused to do running after the game. So
What, didn't even watch the game?
Nah, I didn't even watch the game. Great lad. He lived with us. Unbelievable. Great player. And
Just lost his head.
he was like he was out all the time in Cambridge. We'd be out, you know, a couple of nights a week.
Yeah.
And he got told not to come into training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we had a meeting. He had a meeting on Thursday. And so we've gone out student night Wednesday night in Cambridge, and they had some sort of like Hawaiian night on. So like you know you get all the tassels, and he's got the Hawaiian shirt on, and he's got glitter put all over his face, like a bit of a face paint and everything. So we've gone out, got in at like 5 in the morning. He's completely forgot about his meeting. He's like robbed one of the lads, one of the neighbours down the road. We lived like in this quiet little village. He's robbed the scooter that was in the drive, and he's like racing down the street. He's hit the curb, gone flying into the bushes, and he's stuck in we couldn't get him out of the bushes, but he's calling the physio, going like, I broke my leg, get me out. Managed to get him back in, we've got up for training about 2 hours late and gone, Platty, you've got your meeting.
Yeah.
You know, like you're meeting with the board. Like, it's got to meet with the chairman and everything about, you know, refusing to do the run. So he shit himself, got his training kit on, dived in his car, and this was at like 10 to 9. His meeting was at 9, and he's completely forgot that his face is covered up in glitter. So he's gone into the meeting, sat down, and he was meant to make notes of what he thought should have been. He knew he was getting suspended and getting fined and everything, and he's turned up to the meeting with his training kit on, and he's got glitter all over his face.
He's in the car together.
He didn't know. They didn't tell him that they had it on his face. They've just gone, right, here's the piece of paper, 2 weeks suspension, 2 weeks wages. And he's gone, just grabbed it and walked out. One of the lads has come down the corridor and gone, fucking hell, Pat, you've been at Hawaii night. He's gone into the mirror in the change rooms, looked at himself, and he's gone, oh my God. Couldn't believe it. 2 weeks wages.
Fair play.
Do you reckon it would have been?
Probably would have been a week if didn't see
Do you
his face
reckon?
like that. Yeah.
I loved it. They said, and you're getting fined because you went out as well. I haven't been out. What makes you say that?
Talking about.
Yeah.
Still had his flowers around his neck.
Yeah.
Kind of lilt in his hand.
Kind of little.
Oh mate, so obviously you've had a brilliant career, you know, from obviously being let go Man City to literally being bombed from Macclesfield on the Friday to the manager being sacked.
That's something I've never heard.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Manager being sacked on the Saturday and coming back into work Monday because no one has a clue.
No.
And then for the same club, 4 months later, you're playing against Chelsea.
Do you reckon that's ever happened at like Tesco or something? Where someone's been sacked on a Friday and then the manager's gone on the Saturday and he's gone back in on the Monday.
Back in Monday, back on till.
Do you reckon?
No.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable though.
Stories like this only happen in football, don't they?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it just shows, you know, you just can't give up even
Yeah,
when you get knocked down. Just keep going until you get to the point where no one wants you. You just got to keep going.
Oh, cheers for that.
Yeah.
Well, we spoke about it before. You just got to hang around, haven't you? You've got to work hard and not throw you.
I think you've said it before.
Out.
You know, I've said it to like my brother, other players that I played with. You better be a lucky player than a good player.
Yeah.
And that stays around in football, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I've probably, as much as I've had many downs, you know, I've had quite a few lucky moments as well. So you just got to hang in there.
I think sometimes people deserve them lucky moments for how hard they work at other times.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you can work your nuts off and nothing falls for you, and you think, fucking hell, nothing. I'm not getting a break. But then later down the line, like say karma or whatever, something will fall for you. And I think obviously you coming back, Man City, Macclesfield, coming back from injuries, going through everything that you've been through, and you're still going now.
Still going now.
Still
in a great league.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's improving.
Still a massive club.
Yeah, it's improving every year. The standard of football, you know, the players that you're getting coming in, you know, players having to come down a league, aren't they, because of, you know, all the players at the top level. You know, you see it with the players that you've got to deal with day in, day out, and it's just improving the standard. So you've got to adapt, you've got to get yourself fitter. That's one thing that I've had to do, is just adapt year after year, because the leagues change, whether it's League 2 or the National League. You're getting younger players that are fitter, stronger, better.
Probably the National League now is as strong, if not stronger, than League 2 when you first broke in.
Oh, definitely, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, the
people
players,
don't realise that.
No, you're getting players dropped down from, they're out of contract in the summer at a League 1 club, and then next minute they're playing in the conference.
Yeah.
You know, because there's so many players out of contract.
But they probably go down and think, this isn't a bad standard, do you know what I mean?
I think people are shocked by the standard of it when they go and play.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, it is tough.
Yeah. Well, mate, it's been fantastic catching up with you, seeing you again.
Yeah.
Talking about your career. And like I said, how old are you, 31?
Yeah, 32 in September.
God, 7 years on me, 8 years on me yet, so you got plenty of time.
No, I'll be wearing a vest in a few years, won't I?
How bad's that?
It's not as bad as yours.
Well, hopefully I get to see you this season at some point, maybe in FA Cup or the trophy.
Hopefully,
Yeah, thanks very
Cheers,
much,
fellas.
pal.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming in, pal. Top man.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Another one down, Seds.
Another one down. Good one.
Enjoy your holiday.
Thanks, pal. I will. I'll try.
Try not to get arrested.
Do you want? Yeah, I know.
Arrested.
Vested.
Oh,
Okay, I like it. Yeah, I think I'm up to 3 or 4 countries now where that's happened. Bad news.
What a guy.
I've never really done anything wrong. Just
I know,
stag do's and being
Just
silly.
you, innit, mate?
It's just me unlucky.
Alright.
Thanks very much. See you next week.